Flosstube. It's Elisa with E Crafting in Colorado. Today is June 18th, 2022, and this will be Flosstube number 11. It's been a while since I've taped a regular Flosstube, so I've got a lot of stitching done in between. I should say there's a lot of progress on my focus piece, and because I primarily worked on a monogamous May, and yet our May was crazy, really kind of busy with different things going on. We had a surprise anniversary party for one of my sisters and her husband, 25th anniversary. It was great for that. Yeah, it was really a nice surprise for them, and their daughter did the entire thing. So kudos to her, because she really did a nice job. And then just life stuff, you know, now that COVID has kind of taken back, you know, life is starting to pick up again, and sometimes I wish that we were back in the slow part of COVID, because I miss that and being chill, but it's been good. One thing before we start today is I wanted to mention that a lot of you have, those of you who've shouted me out or have said my name, and they always hesitate on how to say my name. So we're gonna do a little class today on how to pronounce my name, because you all are so close, and you all start with, what now? Her name is and I'm like, keep going, you're almost there. So it's Lisa. So you're starting to go, what's her name? Elisa. So that is how you pronounce it. And don't hesitate to call me E, because my family does, my husband does, good friends do. So you can call me Elisa, you can call me E. Either one is fine. So, all right, that's all. I always get a kick out of y'all trying to pronounce it, and then you say, was that right? Was that right? So, we're gonna start off with my focus piece as always, and I'm gonna try not to edit this today, because I've got quite a few things I gotta take care of, and so I'm gonna try to not edit this video. But my focus piece is Birds in Bloom by Amy Stewart, which is a heaven and earth design. This is what the project will look like, and I know y'all have seen this before. That's the mock-up version on my, and here is where we are now. So last month they said it was a monogamous May, and there were a couple weekends, I can't hardly fit this all in here now, and I'm wearing a skirt, so you'll see all that jazz down there. So I got a lot done. So let me flip this around here. So I finished all of this, and I started working up in here, and I had to grid this. I had to add this extra bit of fabric on there so it would fit in my Q-snap. But yeah, so let me open this back up again. So I am now at 85.48%. So I got just over 10,000 stitches in for the month of May, which is what my goal was, even though we're now past the middle of June. It's, like I said, it's been a while since I filmed a Flosstube, a regular Flosstube. But so a couple things about this project. I'm now, you know, I reached the third corner of this project, which that's a huge feat, right? On a big project. I've gotten a couple of zeros on Pattern Keeper, which is another big feat. So we met at quite a few milestones on this project. So I'm looking forward to continuing on, and you know, we'll just keep plugging along. That's all we can do with that. So I was hoping to get 1 or 2 small ones done during the month of May, and that did not happen. Not even close. So another project that I worked on is this little Artiste, and let me see if you can see it there. It says Earth, Laughs, and Flowers, and I'm not putting that on there. I'm just going to have the watering tin by itself. And let me take my needle minder off of here so you can see. And I just basically, I got some of the back stitch in on this, and as you can see, you've got a lot of the watering tin done. So yeah, we're just kind of coming along here. I think I only worked on this 2 or 3 days since the last time we chatted, but you know, like I said, life has really been busy now that COVID has loosened up, and we're on the go a lot more than we used to, so I don't always have the chance to stitch like I was before. So another project that I worked on here, let me grab my tablet. It's called Sleep Time by Ciro Marchetti, which is a HAED, Heaven and Earth Designs. I am doing this as a stitch along with Jemima, the Rocking Stitcher, and Yantina from Yantina Stitches. And darn it, I just made that bigger. There we go. This is what the project will look like when it's done. Cute little animals taking a little nap. I just love everything about this piece. So cute. So I only worked on this 3 days. So here's where I am now. I am at 3.94%. So I just barely got to the end of my Q-snap here. So that's really cute. And this is one of the things I got for haul is a new Q-snaps. This is my favorite size Q-snap, is to break down an 8-inch and 11-inch, so I make it 8 by 11. And I bought this from, I can't remember, somebody off of Etsy, but she did a great job of this, and she made it really wide so I can fit all that extra fabric in there. She did a really nice job, but I thought it was cute with these little thimbles on there. So yeah, we've got the dog here, there's the rocking chair here, here's one of his eyes, and here's another one of his eyes, and then this is starting the arm of that rocking chair. So yeah, didn't get just a few days on this because I started another new project, and that is called let me find it here, Love Letters Chocolate Shop by Amy Stewart, which is a Heaven and Earth design. And I'm doing this as the stitch along with that the Stitchketeers made. Here's what it will look like when it's done. Trying to get rid of that glare there. Okay. Stitchketeers decided to put up a sale called Everything Amy because Amy Stewart has so many projects, and she's just a great designer. And so I'm stitching this with Jemima specifically because Jemima was sweet enough to buy me this pattern, and I only worked on this a few days. Here's where I am now. Here's another one of my grime guards with these little cute dogs on there and their bones. But yeah, it's not much. It's only 825 stitches, and this is a massive piece, so it's 0.22%. And I have said before that I can't do these smaller counts or higher counts. Sorry, it's opposite. Higher number, smaller visibility. I'm gonna try this on 25 count. Oh, I'm gonna try it. So it's 2 over 1 10th stitch, and I had to grid this. My old eyes, and trying to always worry about that line on if it's correct or adequate, and I just am comfortable with keeping that grid line. So I think I'm gonna go back to that, even though I tried it with a pen, but I just am so much faster because I like to go cross country. But I'm not sure I'm going to do cross country on this because these are so stinking tiny. I have a hard time finding it. So there's that. Let's see. I did have one other new start this month. And it's this little tiny dimensions kit. And what is this called? I'm calling it the Blue Truck, but it's called Farm Fresh. So I am only gonna stitch that little blue truck. Nothing else on here. Not the chicken, not the stuff in the back, none of that. Just the little blue truck. And I'm stitching this for my husband for our 25th wedding anniversary, which is coming, not 25th, 20th. I haven't been with him that long, but he drives me crazy. But I'm having a hard time with this because I can only stitch this when he's not around or when he's not gonna notice. So he has a truck just like that. And I've just left this on my stand here, and that's as far as I got. So I'm doing this on a fiddler's cloth, 18 count. And he came down here when I was working on it, so I had to hurry and put it aside, and then we got sidetracked. So that's where I am now. I need to have this done soon. I've got 2 more weeks before I need to have this done. So I hope he'll like it. I know he will, you know. So I had those purchases with a few grime guards. You know, nothing else. Had to buy some fabric for some of these larger, massive HAEDs that I'm gonna be working on. And then during my stash parade, I was looking at some of my older stuff, and I'm like, I really like Paula Vaughn. Paula Vaughn is one of my favorites, and so I went on eBay. And there's a new floss tuber out there. Her name is Teeny Weeny Stitches. And she was describing how you can kind of negotiate prices off of eBay. And so I looked at this book. Sorry, here. It's by Leisure Arts. It's Paula Vaughn's Bouquets and Blossoms. And I love this book. It has, I think, 12 or 13 patterns in this, and I would stitch almost half of them. Let's see, there's that. But anyway, Teeny Weeny Stitcher, she was explaining how you can negotiate with the seller. Maybe they'll reach out to you. Here's one more that I really like too. They might reach out to you and say, hey, I noticed that you had an interest in this item. And you can reach back out there and say, yeah, you know, I was interested, you know, will you take it for this price, and negotiate. And so I did, and I paid less than what the original retail price was on this. And this was a brand new book. So I was kind of excited about that. Here's one more. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, I don't know when I will sell, but I was just like, man, I do like Paula Vaughn, so yeah. So just a couple of other things from my stash dives. The last stash dive or parade that I had on a lot of the books that I had, I kept saying, man, I want to learn how to do this. I want to learn how to do painting with thread. It just looks so cool. And I got a message from Alara on Instagram, and she goes, "Girl, what's your email address? I can't find it anywhere." And I'm like, well, what the heck? Because she's doing a giveaway, and I signed up for her giveaway because she on one of her project bags. So if you ever are looking for a project bag, she's got some really cool ones that she's doing that are a little unique. But anyway, going back to Alara, she's like, "I need your email address." And I'm like, "What for? I gave it to you." But anyway, I sent it to her, and Alara, she sent me a, it's called Domestica, and I have never heard of this before. It's an online course from this company called Domestica, where you can go and watch these courses on embroidery. And I was like, this is the perfect gift. I was stunned. I was stunned that she thought enough about me to want to do that. And Alara, I really appreciated that, you know. I always think of these families because the economy stinks right now, and it's so hard to feed your families, and to give a gift to somebody that you hardly even know, man, that was so nice of you. And so I'm looking forward to getting the opportunity to take that course, and it looks really, really cool. Really cool. So if you ever go online, when I first Googled it, it was all in Spanish, and all the courses were in Spanish, but there's an option so that you can choose English. But if you know Spanish, hey, go for it. But yeah, so it was an awesome gift. I can't wait to have a chance to sit down and watch that and try it out. So I'm looking forward to that. So again, thank you, Alara. It was just unexpected and very much appreciated. It really was. So I just have one little shout out today, and this is for Beth, the Steadfast Stitcher. She has shouted me out a couple of times, and Beth, thank you very much. If you haven't seen Beth before, she's the sweetest lady, and she recently moved, and so she's been visiting different sites in the new area that she's living. But she has got all sorts of different projects. She's got full coverage, she's got kits, she's got pamphlets, she's got everything. She's got a really nice wide variety. This new one that I think she just got was rosewood something, and it's really a pretty piece. I told her I might have to put that on my wish list. So Beth, I really enjoy your videos, and thank you for the shout outs. It's appreciated very much. So all right, guys, so that's all I had for today. I'm gonna cut this kind of short. Things are just crazy. We had several things lined up for this weekend, and then some friends of ours reached out to my husband yesterday, which was Friday morning, and said, "Hey, you know, what time are we gonna meet you up there?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?" He forgot that he had agreed for us to go out of town with a couple. So we're going to a mountain resort here in Colorado, Avon, Colorado. It's about an hour 20 minutes from us, not far, but a nice little resort. And so we had to rearrange some things and finagle it, and we're not going to get to go the whole weekend, but we'll get to go for at least one night. So I thought I've got to do this regular Flosstube because I haven't for a while. So I just want to thank you all for all the subscribers and those of you who laugh with me and giggle, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun getting to know you and your personalities, and I hope you are all staying cool. It's a little toasty, but you know, kind of warm here, but I'll take it. you know, we've got, that's one thing I like about Colorado is we have all of the various seasons here. So anyway, all right, so I'm going to sign off. Thank you for spending time with me this afternoon, and hope you have a good resty stitchy day. Thanks, Flosstube. Bye-bye.